All right, so we're going to be doing a general upper body stretch here today. All you're going to need is a doorway or like the edge of a wall would work too. So these are going to be 6 different exercises and stretches geared towards kind of opening up your chest, loosening up your shoulders and your neck, as well as your torso to make sure that you have good, nice, strong shoulders and good shoulder health. Okay. The first one is going to be an upper trap stretch. Okay, it's going to be the big muscle on the side of the neck that goes down to the side of the shoulder. This one you can do standing. Whatever side you're going to be stretching, you're going to take that hand, you're going to place it behind your back. It does not need to be reaching up towards the bottom, but just kind of like loosely behind you as if you were reaching into your back pocket. Okay? Then you're going to take your head, you're going to tilt it away from that side. You may already get some stretch here, but you should feel it kind of down the side of your neck into the top of the shoulder. Okay? And then from here, you're going to turn your nose up towards the ceiling. Okay? This should intensify the stretch, but you don't want it to be painful. You feel some crunches in the neck, but it's not painful. Don't worry about it too much. You're going to hold that for about 30 seconds. And you're going to do that 2 times. Okay? And you're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Make sure you switch the arms behind your back. And what the arm is doing here is it's just anchoring your shoulder down so that it doesn't keep coming with you as you try to stretch. Again, you're going to do that for 2 for 30 seconds. The second neck exercise that you're going to do, or neck stretch that you're going to do, is for your levator scap. This one is from the base of the skull down to the top of the shoulder blade in the back. Okay. Very similar setup. You're going to take the side that you're stretching. That arm's going to be loosely behind your back again. And then instead of tipping your head to the side, you're going to bring your nose like you're trying to sniff that opposite armpit. Good. Again, you're going to do 2 for 30 seconds, switching sides. With both of these neck stretches, you can also add some additional pressure by taking the other hand and just loosely letting the weight of your arm help pull you into that stretch. Just make sure you're not yanking with your arm. Okay. The next 2 stretches are going to be for the pec muscles. There's 2, your pec major and your pec minor. First one is going to be for the pec major. Again, this one you're going to need a doorway. Now, the pec major is mostly left to right in terms of the fiber direction. So we're going to use that to our advantage so that we can bias one or the other. So on the door frame here in the doorway, you're going to take your arm kind of in that goalpost position. And you're going to make sure that the elbow and the hand are supported. So we don't want the elbow off of the doorway. Okay. Then from here, you're going to step forward. Again, you may already get some stretch. Okay. And then you're going to twist your body away, and you should feel a very strong stretch right across front of the shoulder here into the pec muscle right on top of the chest there. Now, if you do this and you feel pain or discomfort pinching, whether that's in the front, sometimes in the back here, then you're going to back off of stepping forward. So instead, you're going to just stay back, and you're still going to twist. Okay? How much is up to your tolerance? This one can be a little bit more intense than the neck stretches. So do it to whatever feels good for you. Make sure it's a comfortable, strong stretch, but nothing into pain. Okay? And again, you would do both sides. So from this angle so that you can see, again, elbow and hand are supported, stepping through and turn. Okay? Again, that's going to be a nice, strong stretch straight across. To get the pec minor, which sits underneath that pec major, and it's a little more up and down, instead of going 90 degrees across, you're going to bring your hands slightly higher, so at about this angle. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay. Otherwise, it's all the same movements. You're still going to step forward and turn. Now you're going to feel more stretched down into the armpit rather than across the chest. Okay. Same rules as before. If you're feeling pinching or pain anywhere, you're going to back off of the step forward and just work on twisting. Okay. From the other side, again, instead of 90 degrees for the pec major, you're going to go a little higher, step through, and turn. Again, 2 times for 30 seconds on both of those as well. All right, we're going to stay to the door frame here, and we're going to be stretching your lat muscle. Lat muscle is a big muscle in the back here. Actually attaches down to your pelvis. Then it has an attachment slightly on the shoulder blade, and it comes up into the arm, and its job is actually to pull your arm down. So to get into this position, you're going to take your hand, you're going to turn your thumb down, and then you're going to grip the edge of the wall or the door frame. Door frames usually are a little better for this, but you can do it on the edge of a wall too. And then you're going to sit back away from where your hand is. Okay, you can also tuck your head in. And then remember I said that this muscle is attached to your pelvis as well, so you can also sort of wiggle your butt around to get more stretch. Now in this case, you're going to feel a lot of stretch through here, and you may get some down into the back here. Okay? How much, again, is up to your tolerance. Try to let that shoulder be nice and relaxed in this position. Again, 2 times for 30 seconds. If I did it the other way, I'd be out of frame, so I'm not going to do it that way, but I can maybe turn here and do it here. Again, cross over, thumb down, sit back, and twist that pelvis away from your shoulder. You're trying to make as much space between your hip bone and your shoulder as you can. And again, you should get a nice strong stretch right in through here. Okay. Last stretch is going to be a tricep stretch. That muscle is on the back of the arm here. So you're going to take your hand, reach back like you're trying to scratch the back of your neck here. Other hand you're going to take and just very gently press it backwards. Okay. Should get a nice stretch through here. Again, we don't want pinching or pain in the shoulder. You can also take a towel or a sheet, loop it across your shoulder like this, and then you can take your other hand and pull down and get a very similar stretch that way. Both are going to stretch that tricep. Do whatever's comfortable for you or what you have on hand. So if you're at home, you can use a towel. But if you're out and about, don't have a towel nearby, you can always just push. Okay? Again, 2 for 30 seconds.